took long enough for it to actually connect. I see one of you watching. So hello to the one of you who's watching. Up to 4 of you now. Four people watching, no people commenting. Come on. Where's people to chat? Oh, unless YouTube's fucking up for them too. Because it sure didn't seem to want to let me connect, so. Is YouTube keeping people from commenting? Or is there just nobody who wants to comment right now? There we go. Starting to wonder. I was genuinely starting to wonder if there's a problem going on. Hey, Catherine. You are first. Yeah. Almost 4 minutes and nobody was saying anything. I was genuinely starting to wonder, like, is there an issue with my live? Hey, Buttercup. That's what I was wondering. Because, yeah, it was like almost 4 minutes before I got any comments, with Catherine being the first. It was getting weird. Heard the ding as I came in, so it was a bit delayed for you. Being alone with me is weird. It is awkward. Being alone with myself is weird because I have to keep an eye out for sexual harassment. There's just so much sexual tension. Don't all your stuff. Record time. Like just being alone by myself, like just being alone. There's just so much sexual tension. Tell yourself not to tell HR. Hi, Jim Jam. Just turning, that's the first thing you hear. Yeah, that makes sense. That, I mean, honestly, it's not the weirdest thing to, like, it's not the weirdest thing to be the first thing you hear when joining my chat. Walked into some odd ones. Is that some pics for you earlier? All right. Buttercup and Catherine sitting in a tree. Chatting. Too many letters. Buttercup, it throws off the what's it. What's the word I'm trying to think of? Shit, what is the word I'm trying to think of? Yeah, like the number of syllables in a. universe. Hey, Brooke. God damn it, I cannot remember the word. Not rhythm. But like something kind of similar. And everybody stopped talking again. Hey, Uncle Buck. Hey, Yoshi. Cadence. I think the word I was trying to think of was cadence. Whenever Unc isn't here, it becomes very obvious how much the conversation is carried by her. Kinda. Like the princess. Sorta. Hey, Boop. Yeah. Often it'll be Unc helping to carry the conversation, except for those rare instances where, you know, there's somebody that shares one of my geeky interests. Like Catherine, though she's apparently sending me some photos. Hey, Shelly. means I should slip over to my other email address and anticipation. Apparently someone signed me up for Arsenic Lullaby comics. That's interesting. Did you just anticipation? I did. Because it's fun. It's fun to do. I brought this 10-part series. Epic Comics Law Dog. Don't think I've ever heard of that one. Early 90s heavy metal movies. Funnily enough, when I first saw the art, like when I first looked at the open it up and saw a bit of art, I was like, that looks very much 90s UK. That looks very 90s UK comics. I don't know if that actually was from the UK, but Whit, Illinois. I'm going to dig into it this weekend. Curious if you knew anything about it. Yeah, nothing ringing any bells. Doesn't necessarily mean anything. Embossed look. A law dog. Whoops. Chuck Dixon. Written by Chuck Dixon. Pencils by Flint Henry. Colors by Tom Vincent. Sorry, sounds awesome. The female characters too. Lady with the white hairs on cover 4. Let's do kick it together. Country and Western singer David Allan Cole died. Shame, I assume. Accentuated muscular. Yeah. Yeah, Chuck Dixon. I don't think Chuck Dixon's a writer that I'm terribly familiar with, honestly. Apparently did a lot of Savage Sword of Conan. Back in the days. A lot of DC stuff. He apparently did a lot of DC stuff. He wrote the perfect country and western song. Yeah, he wrote a Moon Knight series. Mark Spector, Moon Knight. That series ran from 89 to 94. Not sure if he wrote the whole thing. Looks like he probably did write most of it. No, not all. He wrote like the first 2 years and then bits and pieces. Would have most definitely read those. That's right. He did also write a Punisher run. Was that the Punisher run where he became black? I believe he wrote the run on Punisher. where the Punisher briefly became black. Oh no, that was Mike Baron. Well, no, I was wrong. You don't remember that one? Yeah, it was Mike Baron wrote the story where the Punisher became a black man. I don't mean that a black man became like I don't mean that a black man. Hey, Rural. I don't mean that a black man took up the mantle of the Punisher. I mean like Frank Castle got plastic surgery to become black. It was Mike Baron who actually wrote that run. It was weird, or that arc, I should say. Wrote that arc. Dixon did write a fair amount of Punisher, Punisher War Journal, and Punisher War Zone because fucking hell. Dude was fucking everywhere in the 90s, in the early 90s. Sounds weird. It was very weird. Yeah, it turns out apparently I did write most. I did read most of Dixon's Marvel work. I just have no memory of most of it. Right, there's Moon Knight. Another long time shit. Deal with names. Yeah, like I didn't look deeply into like what arcs he was writing or anything. Like what arcs it was part of it. I call people bro for the first. I just never use names in general. Yeah, like I didn't look at the details. Like he wrote like 2 years of it, and what kind of women do you like? Moms mostly. I'm joking. I don't know. So yeah, I didn't look like I didn't look at what stories were part of Dixon's Moon Knight run or what stories were part of his Punisher run. Yeah, it looks like I did read most of his Marvel stuff. Law Dog, I definitely wouldn't have bothered with. These were comics that I read through completely legal means. And entirely possible Law Dog would have been among the bunch. But I wouldn't have bothered with it. I expect that I didn't bother with most of the epic line. Because I would have been reading like the superhero stuff. Like, like I would have been reading it for the superhero comics. So I mean, there were a few, current in rotation bookshelf. Thanks for us, Mutants, Gable, Deadpool, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Cap, Avengers, shit ton of X-Men. See, Epic did have an Electra comic. Havoc and Wolverine Meltdown, that was actually a good one. Iron Man Crash, I don't have any memory of that. I've read it, I don't remember it. And that probably would have been it. Stray Toasters, I wouldn't mind reading. Bill fucking Sienkiewicz, Sonic the Hedgehog comics. Those I never read. It's on your read list this weekend. Wreaking, like the Wolverine and Havoc Meltdown. That one was really good. And yeah, Havoc was kind of a menace in the '90s. He was just not really a DC or Marvel comic. Yeah, I don't read Marvel anymore. Um, I fell away from comics like 5 years ago during COVID. It was just really hard to get down to the shop. And then I quit working, so I didn't have money to spend on comics. Manga. Yeah, I haven't really gotten into manga for the most part. But the only manga that I've gotten into was Sailor Moon. And that was only because I liked the show. Yeah, so like I stopped reading Marvel. I stopped reading comics because I couldn't afford them anymore because I wasn't working. And then that's gonna up his under his brother's shadow in the '90s. Trying to find himself. Yeah, which is why he made a lot of really weird decisions. Writers have never known what to do with him. What am I drinking? Water. Honestly, probably the most interesting thing that's ever done with him was Mutant X. Like throwing him into another reality that was fucking wild. Video games. Yeah, some. I'm not a huge gamer. I no Resident Evil, not my kind of game. I'm not into horror. Not really into shooters, frankly. I like action puzzler things. Want to play? I've been playing Cyberpunk. Been recording Cyberpunk for my channel. Did James Comey posting a pic on his vacation last year with 8647 Danish seashells? Yeah. Love the Mass Effect trilogy. Used to love Mario, but I haven't really played it in forever. I still think Mario is like the peak of video games, but and I enjoy visual novels. I like visual novels. Japanese OG Mario. I honestly like my preference is for games where like I can control the speed. Like if I'm gonna be playing a game, I want to be able to control the speed of the gameplay. Like the Mass Effect games, for example, you can use your power wheel or weapon wheel, but you can use the power wheel to basically pause and to look around the battlefield. Like you can stop the combat, look around the field, get an idea of where all the enemies are, um, strategize, or just catch your breath. Cyberpunk kind of allows the same thing with the quick hacks menu. It doesn't completely freeze things, but it definitely slows things down. And then visual novels, obviously, the whole point of them is that you're going at your own. The whole point of them is that they're text. They're text, so there's no quick reflexes needed. If a game relies on reflexes, I'm fucked. Visual, yeah, they're text. So yeah, most games I just don't enjoy because it's all about your reflexes. I do like the Dynasty Warriors games, and those ones, but I mean, those ones are just, aren't really about reflexes so much as about just button mashing. Those games are still mindless. Like, that's the thing. I am not, like, I think slowly. I think that's what it comes down to. I don't have quick reflexes, and I don't think quickly enough for a lot of video games. Dynasty Warriors, oh, I don't think quickly. You don't need to think for this game. You're just boom, 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 boom. Ni no Kuni? I have not. But yeah, it's why I prefer, you know, turn-based RPGs over action RPGs, for example. Or even if I'm playing like in, one of the ATB RPGs, like Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger is sort of semi turn-based. It's got the ATB system, but I put that on wait so that like I can go into the menus to again control the speed of the battle. Or the Final Fantasy games, same thing. If I Crimson Desert. I've been watching Assassin's Creed. Though I might put my watch of the Assassin's Creed on hold so I can instead watch that Life is Strange reunion. High five nerd game watching. Because I do need to get around to watching the new Life is Strange game. Despite my concerns about the game. Stay up until 2 in the morning, catch Korean StarCraft tournaments. Interestingly, I actually found a Let's Play by voice actress from the Life is Strange series playing Life is Strange reunion, which is just kind of funny, kind of neat. I need to check if her if her thing actually finished it or if it was only like. I need to bust out the AC this weekend. I did play the original Assassin's Creed way back, long time ago. I think it was like a year or so after it had come out, so it wasn't a new game when I played it, but was still like 20 years ago. I wasn't very good at it. Yeah, right now I'm watching someone play Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, aka Assassin's Creed 2 2. The second game in the Assassin's Creed 2 trilogy, which is funny. I don't know. It's just kind of funny calling it like the Assassin's Creed 2 trilogy. And I like using like Assassin's Creed 2 2 amuses me. Just calling it that is amusing to me. Anyway, yeah. Some woman said, took it upon herself to play through the entire series. She'd never played any Assassin's Creed games, and she decided she was going to play through the whole franchise. I've been watching for like a year. I haven't got been watching for like a year, and I've only made it that far in to her thing. Like, yeah, it was a couple years ago that she was recorded all this. Like 3 years ago that she recorded this. But yeah. Making slow progress. Marvel Rebels is fun to watch. I don't know. I feel like I would maybe get a little bit of I feel like I would have a hard time watching that. Yeah, just kind of too much going on. I feel like I just find it too much going on. Yeah, very fast and just. I probably have trouble following it. Hey, Tony Ferry. So happy I don't have a gaming PC. I'd never get anything done. Yeah, my laptop's decent for gaming. I feel like there's probably a lot of like very high end games that I would not be able to play, but they'd be like very high end. Most games I can play. Cyberpunk I can play. Don't know like much beyond that, but recursive, yeah. Maybe more because a lot of the because we're also in a period where like some of the hardware needed for computers has gotten just unreasonably expensive. Like I think like I think graphics cards or I don't know, some of the chips, some of the hardware is just because of fucking data centers. People are leasing them, yeah. Yeah, because data centers are like buying them all up. Chips are even on back order. Yeah, it's offensive. This fucking AI bullshit. Not doing any real spending right now. Well, that's probably for the best, frankly. I'm trying to limit my spending. Yeah, happy. Much as a Toronto room in Ontario. I mean, renting a room varies depending on who you're renting. Like if you're just renting a room in somebody else's uh, home, then it's going to vary. Depends on how much that person wants to charge. But like for an apartment, a lot. I think right now for Cornwall, for example, I'm pretty sure like a bachelor apartment is like $1,600 a month or something. Rent a room for $800 in BC. Yeah, apartments, like apartments. Yeah. On the cheap end, you're looking at like 16 a month. Like for on the very cheapest end. And yes. Uncle's Tylenol, and I'm gonna get more water. I'll be back in a minute. Decided to pee while I was up. One bedroom apartment, cheapest $1,600 here too. Yeah. You rent to someone? Rooms are between 500 to 1,200. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that comes down a little bit. That partly comes down to just like, you know, how much is the person you're renting from charging? You know, like it's. But yeah, even just renting a bedroom is expensive these days. Wild. Two empty bedrooms. I like people I could make bank. Yep. First tenant passed away in the bedroom, probably an overdose. Well, that's not great. Maintenance cost and the headache, I'm not sure it'd be worth it. Very sad too. He's a kind man. Didn't know he did drugs. Yeah, that'd be kind of fucked up. Most clean people I see a lot of other people live. People like me. Lose my shiv. Oh, it's like that in my home. I am the opposite of super clean. Speaking of which, I really need to sweep the floor one of these days. Do need to Swiffer the floor soon. Wipe my walls down weekly. Everyone tell us their own smell. Sure. Wiping walls down weekly is a bit much. Agreed. Airwick and Pine Sol. Huh. My room smells like your mom's put. Anyway. 15 minutes wipe my place down. Have no cobwebs, dust, or dander. Airwick, air poisoning things. Yeah, I don't use any of those. I don't use any sort of air freshener. I mean, maybe I should. But I don't. It's clean, you don't need them. I mean, it's not particularly clean. Light a candle every now and then. I'll just stew in my own musk. It's like kind of like dryer sheets. Dryer sheets aren't a necessity? Dryer sheets are dryer sheets are needed, aren't they? I mean, if nothing else, they reduce static cling and everything. Like dryer sheets are important, aren't they? You don't use dryer sheets? Really? Weird. Wool balls? Ah. Alright. I always assume like you need something just to like whether it's dryer sheets or balls or something like whatever. Dryer sheets are toxic. Oh, what isn't toxic? It's not like I'm eating them. Everything's toxic these days. You know what else is toxic? Britney Spears. To get mad that my brother would say, "How can you take a bath? You're stewing in your own juices." I mean, not wrong. I'm the only one who stands up and showers after a bath. Pretty sure Japanese people actually shower before their bath for exactly that reason. Residual aromatics carry over after washing. Sheets are bonus, and who can afford to run a dryer too much these days anyway? Extra showers is a necessity. Yeah, I just shower. I don't bathe. I don't take baths. I just shower. I shower every other day because there's no one around to smell my stench. Sports soaker cramps. You don't give off a sweaty guy vibe. Yeah, because I never move. Yeah, how stinky can I get just sitting around and not moving? Texas? No. Absolutely not. Do I look like I exercise? Dance. I'm a white man. Thinking dance for exercise. I mean, yeah, probably is a pretty good form of exercise. Someone's getting a coffin. I smoke joints. Nope. Nope. No drugs. No. Never smoked cigarettes. I never got the appeal. Yeah, secondhand smoking. A lot, yeah. Because, like, I was kind of lucky. No one ever tried to pressure me into it. But also, just like, they smell bad. They rot your teeth. They put you at risk of cancer. Like, what's the point? And also, yeah, really expensive. And I was always cheap. They're cheap, smelly, and bad for you. Why the fuck would I ever want to start smoking? Quit cigarettes in 2020, but vape still. $27 a pack. Jeez. I was looking, I was getting there when I started at 12. Yeah, I mean, I did grow up in the era like when people were like, you know, when it was well known that cigarettes were just super bad for you. Like I grew up in, like warnings on packages and anti-smoking campaigns and shit like that. How old am I? 41. Find someone to date that doesn't smoke anything. I mean, yeah, obviously, like a lot of people there are a lot of people my age who smoke still. 35. Nope, 41. First ever Canada grabbing a pack as well. Oh, like the Surgeon General's warnings. Yeah, Hootie's 42. Half the pack is massive health warnings. Yep. Yeah, like those came in. Yeah, I was a kid when those came in. The greater ones fixing shit. Yeah. Yeah, ours did not. We did like in Canada, those warning labels did not fuck around. And yeah, there were just a lot of you know, it was an era of anti-smoking campaigns. So yeah, I never even wanted to smoke. That said, I will concede one thing. Smoking can look very, very cool in art. Saw some people on Blue Sky talking about that just earlier today. That, like sometimes it's just, sometimes it can really pull a picture together. Ambience, yeah. Let you figure out what to do with the character's hands. A little bit of smoke to fill out an empty corner. A little bit of light at a specific angle. It can look genuinely cool. Smoking Man and X-Files, yeah. But it honestly looks a lot less cool in real life. In art, it can look very cool. In real life, not really. Not trying to look cool. I'm hooked. Exactly. That was my birthday. February. So yeah. Fuck cigarettes. Yeah. All right. Good night, Catherine. Thanks for coming. Cigarettes are disgusting. They are. There's tomorrow 1 to 9. So I don't think I'll be coming on tomorrow. Only smoke to explain my cool lighter collection. You don't need cigarettes to justify having a cool lighter collection. You can just say you're an arsonist. Yeah, you just like burning things. Or like, get some incense. Get a pack of incense. You don't necessarily need to light it. Like, you don't necessarily need to even light the incense, but just have the incense there. You can be like, oh, you know, I have a lighter so I can light the incense. Or you can be like, oh, these lighters, yeah, the lighters are for whenever I go to a concert. And then they do and then they do a song where it's appropriate to hold the lighter up. You love incense? Do you use cell phones now? They do, actually. You're right. There's probably still some. There's probably still some people holding up lighters. Cell phones do have the advantage where you're probably not going to like. You're not going to risk burning your thumb having your cell phone on too long. You know? With a lighter, you hold the thing long enough, the flames, flame flickers. You know, doesn't matter how careful you are, flame flickers. Yeah, it's gonna fucking. You hold it down long enough, thumb's gonna get burned. Suppose that might be part of the point. Prove your devotion. I love this band enough to burn my fucking thumb off for them. I love this band enough to physically injure myself. They don't use lighters anymore. Yeah. Yeah, it's just what we were saying. They use they use phones because you're not going to burn your thumb with the phone. That's what the mosh pit's for. Fair point. Fair point. Someday I need to do one of these days. I need to do my Patreon video of some of the coolest videos I found of live performances. Something that's cool is when audience sings along to the music. I mean, yeah, yeah, not many, and like never a big one. They were just bars, but like five or six of them. Yeah, apparently like Franz Ferdinand, for example. Addison's still little. She gets surfed all the time. Oh, like Franz Ferdinand. Apparently at their concerts, whenever they play "Take Me Out," the audience will sing da 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 na 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 na. Like they'll sing along to the guitar. So Black Eyed Peas opening for U2. That does not sound like an enjoyable show to me, frankly, but I hope you enjoyed it. Old ways are dying. Let's go back around when the kids discover it. That's how it usually happens. Love the Black Eyed Peas. You two, not so much. Yeah. I did briefly enjoy that one Black Eyed Peas song. Where is the Love? I think it was called. I enjoyed it briefly. In retrospect, it's sounds like kind of vapid. Didn't actually have anything to say. Like it was a song where like they were trying to present themselves as having something to say without actually having anything to say. At least from what I recall of it. I mean, that was, you know, 25 fucking years ago. Christ. I think it was like 25 years ago that that song came out. And I haven't heard, and I haven't listened to it in like 24 years. But from what I can remember of it, didn't really have anything to say. Doing melancholy last night, nearly sent you a link to the closing theme song from OG Monkey Magic. I love the song Shut Up. Fair. I mean, there are bad songs there are bad songs I like as well, but there are some shallow songs I like. Oh, you love the song "Shut Up" by the Black Eyed Peas, and I mean, like I said, I haven't really listened to any more of their stuff. Like I haven't really listened to any of their other stuff, so maybe they do have other songs that are like that actually are more politically charged. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Do you like to listen to? Indie shit. Heartless Bastards, Bent Knee, Black Honey, Honey Moan, Orla Gartland, Regina Spektor, Priscilla On, Portugal the Man, St. Vincent, the Linda Lindas, Wet Leg, the Beaches, man. Yeah. Yeah, at least one band. I listen to at least one band that people know of. Heinz. I need to listen to more Heinz, actually. They're really fun. I don't know any of those bands. Yeah, like I said, indie. Oh, Wolf Alice. Wolf Alice is fucking amazing. Some of the bands I mentioned will never be popular. Some I really hope do get popular. Wet Leg has found some success. Butthole Surfers, not my thing. Yeah, Wet Leg is somewhat popular. They've definitely found success. Wolf Alice is getting up there. Of all the bands I mentioned, the Linda Lindas might have the most potential to be fairly big. They're still kids. Like, genuinely, they're still like actual children. One of them is like 16 or 17. Like, one of them is like 16 years old. The oldest of them is 21 or 22 now. They're very young. But they're very, very good. Very, very good pop punk with a few songs that are full on punk. Yeah. Sexist Racist Boy was probably one of the most most punk songs in like 30 years. And that is not a criticism of, you know, of modern punk. It is just a really fucking punk rock song. So they've got the potential to do well. They've got the potential to be like the next Green Day, you know? And they have, in fact, opened for Green Day on tour. Depends on whether they can keep growing and like stay together as a band. And continue to evolve as a band. I do genuinely hope that they will be that they'll hit it big. And Wolf Alice honestly deserves to be, you know, radio staples. Wolf Alice should be massively popular. We'll see if they ever. We'll see if they get there. I mean, they've been around for a while. They've been at it for quite a while now. Yeah, 2010. They've been at it since 2010. And they are popular in the UK. Wolf Alice is definitely doing well for itself in the UK. Indie label Napalm Records. Rare that I come across a new artist. Looked up Napalm Records. Australian or Austrian. Hey, Lowen now. Austrian independent label focused on heavy metal, hard rock, and folk rock, folk metal. I assume that's not the one you mean, Shelley. Oh, that is the one you mean? I'm not really into metal, so. You set in your ways, Uncle Buck. Well, I can assure you that Wolf Alice, if you check out them, they are a legitimately incredible band. Like your setup in the background. Thanks, it is nice. Got my Heartless Bastards records, got Cove, Jekka, Fang, Sealy, Fluttershy and Rarity, Mass Effect board game, Lore Olympus, I should say. Buck Russell. Yeah. And yeah, Uncle Buck. Missing one thing. What's it missing, Shelly? What, Vegemite? It's missing Vegemite? Bebop? Sure, I should get that out of my. I do have a thing as a. Got it on Kickstarter. is this anthology book, anthology, like comic anthology. Is this comic anthology where a bunch of comic creators, did Cowboy Bebop stories. It's very good. I believe there was a pin with it. And I know there was a poster, which I think might have been done by Emma Rios. I think there's an Emma Rios poster. I know she did something. I believe the poster was her. It's new in my world. Absolutely nothing. Actually, I did come across a really bad joke today. Did you hear about the guy who put a lion in a hot air balloon? He caused a real uproar. So these new gifts and some lies. Maybe you have to turn something on to be eligible. Womp womp. Yep. Where's your drum? I sent it to Chantel. She really liked that one. Because she likes terrible jokes. She's easily amused. Well, she has been friends with me for all these years. Pokemon. I've never played any Pokemon stuff. Here's another bad one. In 3,024 years, the world's going to be either great or terrible. It's 50-50. Got all the good ones I come across throughout the day. I enjoy the way the Earth spins on its axis. It really makes my day. Yikes. The disc spinneth, but upon a single chopstick. Anyway. 10 o'clock. 10 p.m. Time to bang your dad. And actually about time to log off. You're in South Carolina? You're in South Carolina? My condolences. Okay. My sympathy. So yeah. Not going to come on tomorrow. So yeah, I will see you all on Saturday. Or some of you on Saturday. So we may continue with Symphonic Rain. So thanks for coming. Good night, everybody.